lose his composure a little. I'm sure it was just off the side of the booth.
You cannot underestimate the situation out there and the fact that there will be nerves and adrenaline aplenty pumping through the bloodstreams of both teams.
You see Ian Murray there wearing a really different type of boot. It's a low cut with rubber underneath and then studs off the bottom. And it's like wearing a sand shoe with studs on the bottom. And sometimes when you get that low cut boot, the foot will slip out and the boot will start to fall apart as it has there.
So, after the butchered kick by Hernandez, Scotland now get a chance to attack from the scrum.
So Mike Blair has the ball in his hands for Scotland. The little halfback from Edinburgh. I'll be watching this game in Edinburgh, Buenos Aires, Sydney, Brisbane, Adelaide, Perth, Melbourne, Hobart. All around the rugby world. Let's throw Darwin into the mix because he's sitting right next to me. And the Pumas.
Well, Murray there collapsed scrum in the first couple of contacts. Again, he just seems to be trying to head towards the middle. I really like how tight, though, the second row of the Argentines are. Midfield bomb again.
Midfield bomb. Contepomi chases. It's cleaned up by the Scots.
Okay, advantage. Look on right.
So the Pumas have knocked that on, but
advantage over.
Dan Parks finds his touch.
Gee, he's striking that ball well. I know I've been saying it a lot.
I think that call must have come from the touchy that was a knock-on, because you could hear the referee say, OK, accepted that decision, and then gave advantage to the Scots.
The Argentinians are actually competing a lot more in the air with these midfield bombs than what they have previously. Normally they just sit back a little bit, wait for the opposition to take the ball, come to ground, and then 3 or 4 of them come through and hit him with a brick wall in defence.
I think that was caused by that try they scored against Ireland, where they did make the catch from the offset.
They're keen tonight, the Pumas. Fernandez Love, one of the Love brothers, and another one of these accidental offside penalties which that really hindered the defence all that much. It's a technical issue.
You can hear about 6 of the Scots yell in protest as soon as it happened. You can see Stu Dickinson there in the background as a touch judge.
So Blair and Parks back inside. Webster leaves it behind. Early mistake there, Frank Haddon.
No advantage.
The Scottish coach wouldn't be too happy with that.
It's nice to see at very least the Scots there showing their intent. Parks shifting the pass, and let's hope that doesn't discourage them from playing rugby further down the track.
Touch.
Good old OI move, as we called it at Crosby Park. Outside centre, back in, side off the 5'8". Webster was unable to take it. Longo Elia off the back of the pack for the Pumas. And Pichot to Hernandez, and once again high into the Paris sky. Lamont fumbles, this time it's Sean Lamont, one of the brothers. Pichot, a hurried little grubber through. Blair keeps it in the field of play. Agula plays on quickly. The chip and the chase from Argentina, but the spread from the Scots, and there's plenty of them in the crowd supporting. Patterson lays it back. Blair comes away, runs behind the referee.
Stay back.
So the Scots, through their skipper Jason White, pick and drive, but the defence was solid. This time Parks again. He grew up in Dundas. Yeah, Dan Parks, the big right boot, all began in a game that he used to play of himself, kicking between 2 telegraph poles back in the suburban streets of Sydney and Dundas.
Argentine rolling maul. It's getting some momentum already.
So Roncero is in there. Big Rodrigo. You might remember the tackle he made on Sebastian Chabal on night 1. He's still out there doing the tough stuff and the rough stuff, and they're still putting up the midfield bombs. Lamont and Consopomi fight for it. Brother to brother. Felipe Consopomi, the little brother.
Well, the crowd may boo at the tactic, but you can't blame them for doing it, because every time it is a genuine contest in the air, 50-50. Argentines, on this occasion, get the ball back and they now find themselves deep inside the Scottish half.
Well, after their disappointing performance, the 2003 Rugby World Cup, the Argentinians banded together as brothers and decided that in 2007 it would be different. This won't be easy though. Scotland, with the sniff of the semi-final, they haven't played in one since 1991. A night that Gavin Hastings will probably not want to remember. A kick.
Straight in front.
He would kick 999 times out of 100, or 1,000 at least. Let me get the maths right. But what a wonderful player he is and was, Gavin Hastings. And yesterday, Johnny Wilkinson surpassed his all-time Rugby World Cup point-scoring record.
Well, flat set by the Argentines in attack here. Scott's matching them. Good off top ball on a 5-man.
Albacete. It's strong from Argentina. Fernandez Love. Now the backs, Pichot. Hernandez, the short pass to Toledo, back on the angle. Webster and Lamont met him. Back to the right. The forwards laying the platform for the Pumas. They've done it well. Now the box kick from Pichot, and it's clever. Bounces up for Lamont, and he really has no option but to do well, run it inside and find Webster. That was a great option. Now Webster's kick. Turns Hernandez around, and when Coleto's up in the line, Hernandez drops back to fullback. A little chip and chase. Hernandez keeps it alive. He's felled, but Judge is happy to play on. So Borges this time retrieves for Argentina. Not such a great kick from Lucas Borges. The pass from Blair looked forward. Patterson kicks ahead. Not such a great kick from Lucas Borges. The pass from Blair looked forward. Patterson kicks ahead.
Forward pass.
And we will come back for the forward pass from the touch judge. On that side, Chris White.
Thank you. Forward pass.
Some reasonably enterprising play here by the Scots. Just an inch forward. A lot of chipping and chasing going on at the moment. The defensive lines of both teams pretty sporadic.
Well, Hernandez, of course, plays his club rugby at full-back, so he's more than comfortable fielding those kicks from the opposition and counter-attacking.
Looked like he took a little page out of the Argentinian football/soccer side there, Hernandez. Popped a small check that certainly made it look dramatic. That was a good phase of play from both sides.
Now, tell me how you make that decision.
No, straight.
He's about
straight.
Doesn't mean it's right.
No, you must push straight, not angle, not on the hooker, and shoulder up.
Yep, okay.
Thank you very much.
Oh, what's he got in there for, bearing in or something?
Well, he's taking the inside channel, but the thing about it is, if you've got a one that's up against you that also charges at you across, you're both going to end up pointing inside, and they tend to blame the threes for that. So sometimes you can't win.
Oh, that's
a good kick, though.
You know, you could say that if Scotland took that on the full and ran it back, it was a bad kick. It ended up being good for Hernandez. He worked every inch of the field. Well, the French word for scrum is melee, and at times it's been appropriate.
His body's pretty straight there, but the Roncero's hips are just popping to the outside. Anyway, another time.
And another line out, but this is not just another line out. This is significant for Argentina. The man was pulled down. There must be advantage. Yes, there is. But the Pumas want to score a try. Pichot back to the right. They scored against the Irish down that channel. Ledesma Aracena. A little bit of lip service from big Nathan Hines.
Well, I can't understand Scottish accents or Australian. Mind you, Nathan Hines is Australian, so it'd be an Aussie and an Archie.
He likes a bit of the rough stuff, Hines, doesn't he? He's played 47 tests for Scotland. This is 48th.
One.
Fair penalty there. I would have assumed if the Argentines had taken that cleanly from the line out, they would have set up the rolling more and had a decent crack. They got the penalty in the end. A chance for points.
To Felipe Contepomi, this prolific point scorer for Argentina. After 13 minutes, sizes up the first opportunity for points. And for Argentina, that is wide. To Dan Parks, which ensures that his players are onside. The spiralling drop kick. His shot finds the kicker. Toledo gives chase, but that was so very well done from Mike Blair.
Courageous take, and even more courageous. We'll get to see it again, hopefully. Absolutely exposed himself to the opposition in his attempt to get the ball back onto his side. That, when forwards see that, it's like a red rag to a ball. Let's have a look. Watch here. He hits the deck and watch ball straight back. Those ribs. See a couple of forwards, Argentinian forwards, frothing at the mouth.
So bravery from Blair, and that provides this chance to Dan Parks. Be close to 50 metres out. He has the long-range boot on this evening. Chris Patterson is another option.
I wonder if Chris just doesn't want to wreck his 100% kicking record.
Well, Dan Parks has 100% as well in this tournament. So
two pretty good options to go by.
will it be maintained? Parks. Has he got the distance? Yes, he has. 100% for Parks. So Scotland draw first blood in this fourth and final quarter-final. Jim Hamilton not so clever with the restart.
No, restarts are absolutely crucial after you finally get points on the board. You want to take that cleanly, set a good platform, and then boot the ball down the other end of the field. The Scottish now find themselves on the defensive.
So Roncero exchanges hands and Albacete comes away with it. Through the backs, Webster kicks it ahead. But the whistle of Judge sounds in the distance.
Knock on by the tackle.
Well, knock on by the attacker, so...
Chris, the mark.
We didn't see that Scotland gained an advantage out of that kick through. It's 3-0 to Scotland.
So Alistair Hogg receives attention. Will look for the knock-on from Scotland.
Well, this is what was confused me, because the referee, I swear, said knock on by the attacking side.
Maybe there was a knockdown there from the defence.
Yeah. I think the referee just
Fucked his lines up.
Yeah.
Catch. Balls, engage.
All things considered, this is a wonderful position on the field to be attacking from. Gonzalo Longoilia to Pichot. Here they come through Corletto. They find the 22. Maintain possession. Pass from Pichot. Mendes Love met solidly. Rodrigo Roncero drives with the assistance of the big boys behind. Argentina. They're at the end of the field where they like to play, but they've knocked it on. So the Scots are doing well at the breakdown.
They're doing well at the breakdown, and they're defending the pillars either side of the breakdown very well.
So Webster's pass inside to Lamont. I think advantage is over.
Still advantage.
Blair and Parks once again, and the right boot of Dan Parks out to the open. That's his preferred side.